Red dirt, Texas swing, honky tonk, country and western music. What do all of these have in common? Puppy dogs, wild bulls, trains, tractors, old pickup trucks, drinking whiskey and beer, pretty girls, and cowboys. Take a journey with me and meet some country music wives. Learn about their life and love. Exclusively on 1813 News. Country Music Wives, Life and Love.
Brandy. Hi, Brandy. Good to meet you. Oh, God. So exciting. Yeah, I've got a lot of stuff. Like, I know, it's you. It's you. How are you? Good. How are you? Nice to meet you too, finally. Yeah. I like it. They're boots too. I love it. The brothers. That's why you had to bring so many shoes.
We got it, man.
Put the cooler up front.
Yeah, we might need the cooler up front.
Yes. Okay, let's stand in front of the limo and take
Ladies, I am so sorry for my confusion. This is my first trip to the airport.
Oh, no problem. No problem.
I'm stressed out. Back to Tracy's, back to your house.
To my house or
Matthew Shorey.
where? Matthew Shorey.
That's your, okay.
Okay. All right.
So we'll do a quick outfit change.
Sounds
All
good.
right, welcome to Texas.
Thank you.
Yes, welcome to Texas.
Thank you.
Oh, you got a present to give me. It's right there. Yes.
We have a little gift from you that
Well, thanks.
Sweet Bees.
What is Sweet Bees?
Sweet Bees is the cutest little boutique.
Oh, did you guys
we
go
have
there
in
yesterday?
Texas. Yeah.
Oh, man. I know. I saw like all the shopping. I was like,
Yeah, so
I
it's
missed
so
out on
much
shopping.
fun.
I like it.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yes, I love that.
That's what we say here in Texas.
Well, we say it in Tennessee too.
Do you?
Yeah. Now in Illinois we did not. So I definitely took it up the last couple of years. We say it all the time. Thank you. Like this whole weekend, I'll be the one texting her like, hi, because she'll be like, whatever, you'll be back. Like, you know, that's kind of how she is. That's how I always was, you know, like, you'll be back, it'll be fine. So that's how she is. So I'll have to remind her to miss me. Can you please miss me? Our youngest daughter, who was like 15 at the time, so we're having a blast, and then my kid is like in tears because there's goats jumping on her, and I'm like, this is the point, you're supposed to hang out with the goats.
I teach bunny yoga, so we have little bunny rabbits that hop around us at the bunny sanctuary in Bridge City.
Seriously? That's
Yeah.
fantastic. I think I've seen that too. They just hop around.
Yeah, they just hop around and we feed them carrots and celery and apples. And a lot of playing More
It's
so than
funny.
yoga.
That's pretty funny. I like that. I like that.
Because I kept going, your birthday, you're going to be 60 September 26th. Hold on, dude, you're going to be 60. And he goes, you know, he'd just nod his head. And then I go, and our anniversary is November the 6th. He held on and died November the 13th.
Oh. Well,
He
I'm so
sure
glad
did.
that you got to celebrate his birthday
sure
and
did.
your anniversary.
Yeah, sure did. I was happy. He was with a red hot chili pepper surfing and fell off of it and broke his neck, so he
Oh
had
my
to
gosh.
lay up, couldn't move. So he got that finished, and then he was driving his car, and a car T-boned him and about broke his back, so he was hurt again, and all the other things he did in jail. Who knows what happened in there? So, broke his hand. Yes, he broke his hand fighting, of course, and so then the cancer though, but he still fought and fought to the end like a big old cowboy. That's how he said, and he said he'd done everything he wanted to do. He was ready to go. He quit all the chemo. They had told him he could, you know, try to do, and he went, no, I'm through with it. Because it made him crazy, you know.
I can imagine.
It did. He was taking a lot of it, lost his hair and all kind of stuff, and it played so many tricks on him. He thought he was at work, and I said, well, where do you work? And he goes, now you know that I work at the Astrodome. And I went, oh, okay. And I said, he says, so where's my bicycle? It's funny now, it wasn't then, but I was like, what? Your bicycle? And then he goes, that nurse stole my pot. And I went, what nurse? He goes, she's under the bed. And I went, really? And I said, let me look. And I said, I don't see nobody. He goes, oh. And then the TV was on, and this Taylor Swift come on. And he goes, there's my daughter. And I went, God, I hope it is. Please be your daughter. But it really played a lot of tricks on him. And then he finally, then the one he goes, I need a divorce. And I said, a divorce? He goes, yep. I said, why? And he goes, I don't trust you. I said, you don't trust me? I said, I ain't even left the, the hospital room. And he just said, nope. Then he went to signing magazines like,
He was signing autographs.
yes.
Yeah.
And it was Andre Hopkins from the Houston Texans. And so he was signing his name. I went, Doug, you're not Andre Hopkins. But it's crazy how the chemo really messes you up so bad. And so we had to wing him off of it. So we had to put him in a hospital for a month to get him off of it. And so then he said after that, no more. I will not do it again. So may he rest in peace.
Amen.
To the Waffle House. Love me some Waffle
And here's
House.
to Mr. Diffing.
Yes, sir.
Dippy.
John Deere Green forever.
Usually after the opera, we would go to the Waffle House. Because that's just the best place in the entire world.
Awesome.
Really?
We have one here.
We have one.
Oh, okay.
Down
We
the
have
road,
two of
just
them
down the
starting out. We're going to give it a whirl here and see how it comes across. And then he sang "Blame It on Texas." That was so darn cute.
Mark loved it.
favorite.
Then he couldn't wait to get up on stage with him on
You
Tickled
could
at
see
Home.
him at the table, like he was on edge. He just like wanted to jump up.
Yes.
And didn't he film Too Cold at Home at Pine Tree?
Pine Tree Lodge, where Casey's album release party was.
I knew all of that, and I was like, this is just so
At the
fantastic.
old Pine Tree Lodge before
Yes.
it flooded.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, we kind of flirted with each other for a long time. His daddy had told him not to get involved with a girl because, he was trying to make it in the music business, but he couldn't keep his hands off me.
And look at you here all these years later,
Yes,
and your family, and
we support each other very well. We compromise. We make
you
sure
have to. You wouldn't be able to make it last otherwise.
marriage is a work in motion.
It is.
And I hate to see a high divorce rate because you have to give it a chance. And I'm real proud of ourselves for that. That we have each other and supported each other.
That's great.
So it's been pretty cool.
I'm the same way. I mean, my marriage failed, obviously, but
Yeah.
that was
Okay. It's not your fault or anything.
well, I mean, part of it was, I mean, we both did things that hurt each other, you know, when we were married, and we just were young and selfish, and you know, and didn't stick with it, you know, or you get selfish when you start thinking about yourself, and it tends to roll off
Right.
on the other person, and then they start thinking that way, and then nobody wants to make anything work. you know,
That's
and
true.
then-
That's true.
But since that's happened, I've you know, done a lot of introspection. You know, what was my part in that, and I need to fix some things in myself.
Right.
You
I
know,
understand.
and it's been 17 years. I've never married again. You know, I've not, because I want it to be right. I want it to be.
Well, you become friends first.
Your friends first. You don't try to rush it. You try to.
Yeah,
you
we
know,
were slow. I mean, we dated 5 years, and then we were engaged a year before we married. Now we're going on 29 years in July.
That's wonderful.
But we're very supportive of each other, and I support his music. I mean, he would be gone 3 months, 4 months at a time.
Wow.
And you have to have trust, you have to have faith, and God in a relationship.
Yeah. Definitely.
And we made sure, you know, we pray for each other and make sure we're okay. And he always says I'm his first priority, and then music follows after it. But I was there at the very beginning when he started. So we were dating before he even got a record deal.
Sure.
Now they told him to tell people that he didn't have any girlfriend or anything. That kind of hurt a little,
Yeah, I can imagine. I've seen
Yeah.
that happen before.
but I understand it now because they're trying to sell a product.
Sure.
And then, you know, after a while, I got comfortable with this situation because, you know, being thrown into that immediately. Because he went from playing clubs immediately to playing big coliseums and stuff, and being on TV and all that kind of thing. So I had to get used to that, and I did pretty good. And he was very supportive, and we made it a point to talk every day, and we still do at least 2 or 3 times a day. So I think it's very important so the person feels comfortable. Yeah, and you get lonely.
You do.
Yeah, but it's okay. I mean, I have friends, and
Yeah.
I have y'all now, and this is great.
It's great.
So I just do things with my friends.
Those are so comfy.
I can't get this off. What do you want? I want this sweater. Isn't it cute? 29 years in July.
That's wonderful.
Well, y'all have such a flawless relationship. I love looking at Mark watch you,
Oh,
and
yeah.
vice versa. I love watching you look at Mark. Y'all's chemistry together is just so romantic and flawless. And when y'all talk about each other, y'all's eyes light up. It's just like y'all are still newlyweds.
Well, it's we just love each other so much that we have this really comfortable relationship. Oh, it's cool and it's fun, and we make it light and keep it simple. So it's a great relationship. He doesn't even mind if I don't cook, so I'm happy.
She's fine there as far as this job, yeah.
If I got that, I would have a Kim Kardashian ass. Yeah, absolutely say that. That's perfect. I don't know if it would fit. Mine might look like a little piggy in a
Hi, welcome
blanket.
your coffee.
Pink one. Precious.
Did you want any sweets or anything like that today?
This is really cool. I like this bag.
Get the sweet so I can wear the shorts.
All right, your total's going to be $35.70. Go ahead and insert your card.
Can't read that. I'm getting too old. That's upside
Or you
down.
can go ahead and remove it.
What's your shopping budget that Mark gives you anyway?
He hasn't given me a budget. He lets me play.
Ma'am,
Stick it there.
He's a good guy. That's pretty.
here you go.
Thank you.
I'm gonna ask him if he wants red or gray or green.
We can do it on whatever.
The military green
Yeah.
is really popular to do, like the Texas
Right.
down there.
Or blue, because blue would look good on him.
Like the gray is okay, but if I press it longer, that one wasn't pressed long enough. You see how it kind of fades away in the gray.
Yeah.
For some reason, gray is not.
I like the blue. I like the red. I just gotta find out his size.
I really like the light blue.
The light blue.
It does
blue.
it really good, you know.
Okay, well then that would look good on the blue.
Yeah.
And the veteran on the green.
On the green, that'd be
Yeah,
pretty.
that would really
Yes.
go well too.
And then I'll have to get the daddy's guns and whiskey and beer and freedom.
100%.
And he likes
100%.
blue.
Look,
Okay,
girls, for
okay.
our golfing. How cute is that?
That's cute.
I know. That'd be fun.
I ain't chasing no ball.
No, we ain't chasing balls. We're gonna be slamming balls.
I'm a lefty. I don't know if I hit it.
We have a golf pro that's going to give us lessons.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, we've got lessons tomorrow morning out at Brentwood.
That's great.
Yeah.
You ready for
Y'all
that,
got a busy
Sissy?
day.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you ready for
Sounds
that?
like y'all got a
I'm
very
ready.
busy day.
I gotta go home and get my shoes.
Are you a golfer?
Sure. In high school, let's see, 30 years ago?
You need to put your number.
Long time ago.
Okay.
Doug
let me
was
get
a
my
pretty good
card.
golfer.
Definitely.
Yes, he was. Went to college on a scholarship for golf.
Golf scholarship.
Yes, he sure did. From Eisenhower High School.
Perfect.
It's precious.
I could get into that.
I
right
love it.
there. But
Love it. We are going to the beach
but it
after
won't
all.
look too good up front.
Oh, you're gorgeous.
The back is fine, but don't turn around.
Film her from the back.
Oh, look at the piggy on the beach.
Maybe we need this one.
Which one? No, not no day drinking.
No. You remember the first time when you went somewhere and saw some kind of merchandise that had like that, like a song lyric on it or Mark's face on it? Do you remember when when that was and what that felt like?
It felt weird at first, and then I just kind of got comfortable with it,
Uh-huh.
and now I'm used to. I have several shirts of his I wear, and I enjoy them, and you know I'm advertising for him.
What was the first time you heard him on the radio?
Oh my gosh, Too Cold at Home.
Well, you gotta go. You have to go to my webpage and get it.
Apparently so.
Is it there?
Huh?
It's there, huh?
Yeah, Sissy So
Yes,
Much Stuff or
it's
Sissy
there.
No Enterprises.
Sissy No Enterprises.
Yeah,
Cool.
Doug Supernova Hall of
She
Fame.
keeps the shirts in her store. I love
Yeah.
these shirts.
So what? Something that I can't operate.
That was This is appreciated.
Thank y'all. And the hors d'oeuvres and everything.
Gifts and everything. and
This is
BTK.
great.
BTK. So ladies, I just want to go back in history. This is such a fun retro type of store. So let's go back to the early days, Sissy. When you found out Doug was living in the boat docks,
Cheers.
let's hear some stories, baby.
Well, you mean like when he showed up at the...
Yeah, just start from the beginning.
Well, he had his big downfall. He lost his wife, house, kids. So he roamed everywhere, wherever he could lay his head. But he was still real popular. Everybody loved him. You know, they would always welcome him there. Even after we got married, I had several people would call and go, "How's Doug?" And he stayed with me. I have some of his stuff. Even girlfriends, we'll say girlfriends, and they kept a lot of his stuff. And they said, "We'll bring it to you." And so they brought me all kind of stuff that he had left behind.
That's so sweet.
But he would do anything, you know, still a sweet guy, but he had it rough.
And your kids immediately took a huge fondness to him.
Oh, they loved him. He did no wrong. They first said, "Mom, what are you doing?" But then after they got to know him, he just took them over just like they were his kids. And then my daughter was expecting a baby at the time, and her name became Presley. And so he hadn't seen his for a while, but my daughter put the baby in his arms, and it was an instant turnaround, and they became best buds.
That's so great.
And she misses him so much.
Mark toured with him in the early days, and they had good times.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean, had same manager, and
Yeah.
they would tour together. So it's pretty cool.
And he was a good man. He loved kids. It don't matter about the downfall. I hate that they missed out on a lot, and I know he regretted that, being on the road and then his downfall. But in a way, it was the best for them also. But, you know, at the end, he got to see some of them, which made it worthwhile.
Some of his kids.
Yes,
I know he loved them dearly.
He
and
did.
missed them dearly.
he did.
And I think that's important for you to tell his kids how
Yeah.
much he really loved them, because he missed out on those opportunities.
Right. Well,
Would you share that with us?
yeah, well, like for instance, his son was Philip Supernall, the tight end for the Tennessee Titans. He didn't get to take him to football games, you know, or to practice, in other words, and he wasn't there when he got the big deal. But he adored him. We bought him the jersey with his number on it. And we went to the games, and with the Texans and the Titans, of course. And when it got time for Doug to leave this world, Philip come to see him, and I gave him,
Oh, it's okay.
I don't know if I can say it,
It's okay, sweetie. I'm
Well, I'm here
here.
with you, sweetheart.
his jersey that he wore in, I don't call him Daddy. We gave it to Philip because he wanted Philip to have his jersey and his cap from the video.
Tracy made that for me.
How great is that?
I love it.
They're both so young.
I know, babies. Babies.
Okay, it may already be in